After dismantling a pneumatic hose reel, an operator is lying on the ground with head and arm injuries. Let's take a look at what really happened. The foreman lets the night shift know what their jobs are for the night, but his crew does not understand clearly. Immediately after they are assigned the job, operators 1 and 2 get to work preparing a hose reel to be sent ashore. The operators try to close the isolation valve on the air supply line for the hose reel, but it won't close. They get some help from rig personnel, but the valve still won't close. Operator 2 starts loosening the foundation bolts on the hose reel while the valve is still open. Then, the operator goes off to get a tool to loosen the bolts. In the meantime, Operator 1 and the rig personnel decide to stop trying to close the valve and continue the next day. To do the job, they're going to have to close off the air supply for the entire drilling area. The rig personnel leave the area. Operator 1 decides to keep working at loosening the foundation bolts. Operator 2 comes back. The system is fully pressurized at approximately 9 bar. Operator 2 assumes that the close-off valve for the air supply is closed, so he loosens the coupling to release the remaining air and bleed off the pressure. As the nut is loosened, the air pipe slides out of the coupling. The pipe swings around and hits the operator, causing injuries to his head and both arms. Operator 1 reacts to the noise and finds his colleague bleeding on the gangway. He helps him to the platform nurse. The consequences of this incident are not serious, but if the pipe had hit the operator at a slightly different angle, the operator could have been permanently disabled. Afterwards, several people go to take a look at the scene of the accident while the air is still blowing uncontrollably. Some of them also enter the unsecured area, which is only closed off an hour after the accident. Several human, technical, and organizational conditions affect this incident. Let's take a look at what happened to find out what went wrong, focusing on how we can prevent this kind of accident from happening again. Click a field to review the chain of events. Discuss what could have been done differently and what could have been done better. Then, click on the report to see the conclusion from the investigation report for each point. What should have been done differently in advance of this operation? Job assignment shall be structured and clear. Always ask for confirmation. Equipment demobilization shall be planned comprehensively. Use a checklist for pressurized systems. If deemed necessary, conduct a safe job analysis. If needed, get a work permit before starting the job. What should have been done differently when closing off the air supply to the hose reel? We must ask questions to quality control the maintenance work. Be aware of the risks associated with simultaneous operations. What should have been done differently directly before and during the accident? Maintain focus on communication and collaboration. Ensure that operations have been completed before continuing your work. Depressurization shall be in accordance with the checklist by running the hose reel, never by loosening the coupling. What should have been done differently after the accident? Normal notification procedures shall be followed. Establish scene management. The scene shall be secured immediately after the accident. Unauthorized personnel shall not enter the scene of the accident. Could a similar situation occur where you work? Is your communication always good? Do you always follow procedures and checklists? Our work is never so important nor so urgent that we don't have time to do it safely.